Night, melting snow, soaked streams, and now Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear warning of flooding with more weekend rain, heavy rain on the way. We start with Ian Hardwitt and photojournalist Jessica Farley. They've been along the Ohio River all afternoon along the Belle of Louisville. And Ian, I know you've been keeping a look on the river levels right now. Where does it stand here tonight at 6?
Doug, pretty high, but not as high as it has been. You can see where the driftwood has come up here in the Belle of Louisville parking lot. An employee actually told me they're preparing to use boats to get out onto the Belle as this water level progresses throughout the week. Now, we heard from MSD earlier today about their preparations, making sure this water doesn't back up into city streets. This is how MSD controls water when there's a risk of flooding. Dane Anderson, the operations director for flood protection, orders levees like this one near Patty's Run closed.
We're closing that gate off so that doesn't allow water to back up from the Ohio River.
That's because the river is nearly 17 feet high, 5 feet over normal. So the water you see running out into the Ohio here is going over the gate. Snowmelt soaked ground in a rainy weekend forecast has the National Weather Service watching water levels closely.
As we get closer to that time frame, I would think we would at some point see a flood watch be issued.
Andrea Schoettmer, a hydrologist with NWS Louisville, says winter is peak flood season since there's less plants.
Without those additional seasonal vegetation absorbers, creates a lot of runoff and a lot of flooding possibilities.
It's a lesson the Louisville Nature Center knows. Executive Director Rebecca Minnick had to cancel a candlelit Valentine's hike this Saturday due to rain. This culvert in the forest washed out due to runoff from the nearby parking lot. So she's adding natural dams and willow trees.
The roots will soak up the water, they create a sponge. And then willow trees tend to soak up a lot of water, so there are species that are really well suited for very wet areas.
And expanding alongside natural flood protection, MSD is adding new pump stations. This construction site, dug down into the bedrock, will replace the Patty's Run pump from 1953.
And we need about 15 more of these, so it's a big system, a lot of responsibility, a lot of old infrastructure, so we're very excited to get this one built.
But until then, MSD continues pumping 60,750 gallons of water per minute out of the pump they already have. Now, the National Weather Service has not officially given us a flood watch, but they expect minor flooding in central Kentucky and moderate flooding out in eastern Kentucky. Live on the Ohio River, I'm Ian Hardwitt for WHAS 11 on your side.